While visiting Alfred Pennyworth's grave with a cup of Earl Grey tea, Batman is interrupted when an unidentified spacecraft crashes into Gotham. The pilot is none other than Lobo, who immediately attacks him. Batman counters by tricking Lobo into swallowing a miniature yellow dwarf star, warning that it will eventually expand and burn him from the inside unless Batman keeps it dormant with a special device. Forced to negotiate, Lobo reveals he was hired because an alien king was murdered with a batarang, making Batman the prime suspect. Realizing he's been framed, Batman convinces Lobo that capturing the wrong man won't solve the case. Instead, he offers to hire Lobo to help track down the real killer. Lobo agrees, and the unlikely duo blasts off into space to investigate the intergalactic murder, though not before Lobo casually stops to feed a pod of space dolphins along the way. Batman and Lobo arrive on the planet Durgan and begin investigating the assassination instead of turning Batman in. While Lobo intimidates the locals for information, Batman quietly studies the planet's politics and realizes the murder is being used to frame Earth and push the two worlds toward war. The pair meet the planet's president, who takes them to the late king's body. Batman immediately notices the fatal wound came from the side rather than the front, proving the king deliberately turned to protect something on his chest before he was killed. Examining the body further, Batman discovers strange black markings covering the king's chest. He identifies them as an alien parasitic organism called Black Mercy, a near-indestructible plant that traps its victims in a perfect dream while feeding on their minds. The king had been infected before his death, revealing that the assassination is far more complicated than a simple stabbing and that someone orchestrated an elaborate conspiracy to manipulate an entire planet into war. The president suddenly turns on the duo and infects them with the Black Mercy, leading Bruce Wayne to wake up in what appears to be his perfect life. His parents are alive. He's happily married to Selina Kyle. They have two children, Helena and Damian, and Alfred is still by his side. The family spends a peaceful evening together. Bruce patrols Gotham with Catwoman while their children enjoy their own lives, and the next morning, he shares Earl Grey tea with Alfred, just as he always dreamed. But as Alfred repeats the familiar words from Bruce's real memories, Batman appears within the dream and tells Bruce that none of it is real. Bruce realizes he's trapped inside the Black Mercy's illusion, a paradise designed to keep its victims forever asleep. Although it pains him to leave behind the family he always wanted, Bruce chooses reality over fantasy. Before the dream fades away, Alfred encourages him to stop blaming himself for everything and reminds him that his happiness doesn't have to remain just a dream. Accepting the painful truth, Bruce says goodbye to his loved ones, and the illusion begins to collapse as he prepares to awaken in the real world. After escaping the Black Mercy's illusion, Batman wakes up and realizes Lobo has also been infected by the alien parasite. Knowing the Black Mercy can't be removed without killing its host, Batman takes advantage of Lobo's powerful healing factor and cuts away the section of flesh the parasite is attached to, allowing Lobo to survive while regenerating. Once Lobo recovers, Batman finally reveals that the miniature yellow dwarf star he forced Lobo to swallow was actually nothing more than a mint breath freshener. The remote Batman used was just a garage door opener, meaning the entire threat was an elaborate bluff to keep Lobo under control. Rather than getting angry, Lobo bursts into laughter, impressed by Batman's trick. The two then expose the real mastermind behind the conspiracy, the planet's corrupt president. Batman explains that the president murdered his own king, planted a batarang to frame Earth, infected the king with the Black Mercy, and attempted to start an interstellar war simply because he was about to lose power. With the truth revealed, the president is arrested. Batman and Lobo are honored for preventing a galactic conflict, and the royal family offers them any reward they desire. Batman declines the reward, asking only for a way back to Earth. Lobo lends him his space bike, confident it will eventually return to its rightful owner. As Batman heads home, he reflects on whether leaving Lobo behind was the right decision. Meanwhile, Lobo chooses to remain on the alien world with the Black Mercy still attached to him. Rather than rejecting its illusion, he happily embraces his personal paradise, an endless dream of flying through space with his beloved cosmic dolphins. For the main man, that bizarre fantasy is heaven itself, bringing the adventure to a humorous close.